Hi, I'm Joey Arnold. This is American English. And today we are talking about some useful English expressions and idioms. Number one, hot potato. Hot potato means a hot topic, a hot debate, a hot issue. We want to talk about something that is controversial, something that is debatable, something that different people tend to say different things about. Number two, a penny for your thought. A penny for your thought. I'm saying here that your thought is worth something like a penny. It's worth money. It's valuable. So I'm trying to add value to your thought. You say something, I think it's thoughtful, so I pretend to give you some money. A penny for your thought. Thank you for your idea. Number three. If I had a quarter for every time I heard that, oh brother, oh no, oh my. It's like you hear something over and over again. And so it's like you say something like, man, if I had a quarter for every time I heard that, I would be a millionaire. I would be a billionaire. I'd have so much money because I hear it all of the time. Which could be a good thing. If you hear something that's good, that's great. If you hear something that's bad, then it becomes kind of disappointing. Number four, no pain, no gain. So somebody tells you, oh man, that was so hard. It hurt me when I was running, when I was going on a hike, when I was doing a test, when I was working on something. It was so hard. I feel so tired. I feel so exhausted. And you say to them, man, you know, no pain, no gain. And if you don't use it, you lose it. You really gotta work in order to get better in life. And so this is something you can say to express that idea that you really gotta work. Life cannot just be a piece of cake. I can't just eat cake all day. Otherwise, I'll become a fat man. And I'll walk around like a fat man, like Fat Albert, like the Kool-Aid man, like Barney, the purple dinosaur who says, I love you, you love me. I'm really fat, and you could be fat with me. And if you want to, you could be fat. Or you could work really hard because no pain, no gain. If you want to gain, if you want to get better, you've got to work on it. You've got to suffer. And, you got to take the action. And the action will help you gain. But the action, the verbs, the things you do can hurt. It can be painful. It can, but don't just talk about it. Don't just talk about what you want to do. Number 5, actions speak louder. The actions speak louder than words. I can tell my wife that I love her so much, but it doesn't matter if I don't do anything about it. If I don't take out the trash or wash the dishes, if I don't take care of the kids, if I don't clean up the house or the garage, if I don't do things to take care of the family, to take care of her, then those words don't really mean as much as they could. They could mean a whole lot more if they're supporting some kind of action. Because action is so important. Otherwise, you become some kind of beggar. You become some kind of liar who's just saying things, but you don't really mean it. Your heart is not in it. And when your heart is not there, it's like you have no soul, you have no spirit, and people are less likely to follow you because you're like a headless monster trying to get people to follow you, to love you. But why would they? Why would they want to? Your heart needs to walk the talk. You really need to do it. You need to live it to be more authentic. So actions speak louder than words. It's more believable that way. Number 6, add insult to injury. This is something that I can say after you say something horrible. I can say that what you said, it added insult to an injury, to some kind of problem, and the problem's not good. But what you said isn't good either, and it's not going to make things any better. Number 7, at the drop of a hat. You become a fireman, and I say to you, as your commander, you got to be ready at the drop of a hat to work when the going gets tough. When we get a call, you got to go. You got to go, and you got to help us save people and save some buildings and maybe some dogs and cats and other pets too, because animals are important too, and we don't want to abuse animals either. But mostly people, because people are more important. But you know that firemen have to be ready at any time, day or night, rain or shine. Any day they are on call. They really have to go to work whenever something is burning. There's a big fire. They got to get up. They got to dress. And they got to go. Like, they have to get ready as fast as you can drop something like a hat or something. And by the time I pick it up, you better be out the door. And you better go and save some people, because you got to be ready at the drop of a hat. Number 8, the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. Oh, so you know, like you want to have a wedding at your house. Okay, the ball is in your court. You get to make the decisions on how you want to do things. You have the home court advantage. This expression and this idiom is mostly from different sports, mostly basketball. We tend to talk about this kind of thing. Like when you have two teams, the one team plays at the home of another team. That team has home court because they are in a arena at their home city, and their fans are there. So it's called home court because they're home, and all the people that like that team, that basketball team, they come and they're cheering for the team, and so everybody's like, yeah, go, win the game, make the baskets, do what you got to do to win. And when the other team is trying to win, the crowd is going, boo, boo, don't win. And so it's like, that's home court advantage. Now this idiom is using that idea to talk about how you have all the persuasion, all the ability, all the power to make the decisions that you want. So it's really up to you. You can do what you want because the ball is in your court. You have the freedom to make your decisions. Number 9, barking up the wrong tree. You're like a dog, barking. You're like barking like a dog. You sound like a dog, man. Who are you? You're just a dog walking on all 4 legs, and not really that you're a dog, but it's just saying that you're going somewhere and you're doing something in the wrong place, you're talking to the wrong person or talking about the wrong thing, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you're talking about something and it's just you need to do something different. You need to go somewhere else. Go to another tree. You just really need to go to another tree. You're in the wrong tree, and the tree represents people or things or something, and you are the dog, and you're barking. You're doing something, but you're doing it wrong, and you need to do it differently, or you need to go somewhere, or do something differently, or talk to somebody differently, because you're barking at the wrong tree. Number 10, beat around the bush. People beat around the bush when they are not direct. They're being indirect, and they want to say something. For example, this morning, a lady told me, "Oh, I'm feeling tired." And I said, "Oh, you want me to go?" But she wasn't really telling me. And it was at the end of a class that I was teaching. I was teaching a group of students, and the students left, and then I was still there, and then I was gonna go somewhere else, and then she could have said something like, "Okay, please go," but she was deciding to beat around the bush, and she said something like, "I'm tired," and so indirectly she was telling me to go, and I could catch her drift. I could follow her. It's not very hard to do. I could understand that she's trying to tell me, "Okay, go," because she's tired. But then sometimes I like to prefer for people to be more direct, and so I like to tell people, don't beat around the bush. Please tell me more directly what you want. There's a lot more idioms here, so just try to look them up and try to study them.